All right.
You know how much money
So
they would make though?
it'd make a lot of money. And let's go ahead and switch gears to college football, specifically Arizona State. We got Rachaad White is joining the program. Rachaad White was a former Mount Sac Mountie. He had an amazing sophomore season with them and is now going to be a Arizona State Sun Devil. Rachaad, how you doing today?
What's going on, Alex? I'm doing all right.
Welcome.
Nice, man, nice. Forks up, right?
Right.
All right. Rachaad,
Rashad? Oh, go ahead.
What's going on, man? I'm feeling good. How y'all feeling?
Good. Rachaad, I want to know, I know you have already gone on other platforms and talked about how you kind of committed a couple days before you announced it. I want to know what kind of went into that, such an early commitment, and not exactly why you kept us waiting, but like why Arizona State, since it was such like a late player in all these teams that were recruiting you.
Yeah.
Was there anything that specifically like spoke out to you when you're speaking to like Coach Herm Edwards or any of the coaches there?
Really, what spoke out to me, I feel like, is player development, and also just resources, connections, and the relationships you have for a lifetime with coaches like Coach Edwards, coaches like Antonio Pierce, coaches like Marvin Lewis, coaches like my running back coach Aguano, and coaches like Coach Matt Hill, the offensive coordinator, every coach on that staff, just NFL experience. Just know what it takes. Know how to do the right things. The right things to do.
You ever got in touch with your new QB Daniels yet, dude? I mean, man, let me tell you, if once y'all get on the field together, you guys are gonna be nice. You guys are gonna be nice, bro. Like I was telling Alex, I'm like, dude, Arizona State like woke up last season. Like not like as soon as you see Herm Edwards come through and Antonio Pierce come through, that program went from, I mean, not a lot of people really took them serious to, oh, you should probably take them serious now. Like I'm pretty sure you're excited about that.
Yeah, nice. It's exciting. Another stepping stone. My journey in life. And I feel like ASU is just the right stepping stone. When it comes to, like I said, guys who have been in a situation like me, just coaches, things like that, getting right. I mean, I've tried. I mean, I haven't spoke with Daniels yet, Jake Daniels yet, but Jaden Daniels yet. But I plan on speaking to him and talking to him, and just building that relationship, that bond, which I feel is going to be key.
So,
go ahead, Alex. Sorry.
No, go ahead, Jordan.
I was gonna say, you said you were doing how many days, or how many times do you train a day? You say you were training before you got on, and then you're gonna train right after.
Yeah. So like I train. I lift every morning at 11. Like I said, regardless if it's a ab day, things like that, like I'm going at it 7 days a week, basically. But also with me going at it 7 days a week, I gotta, put the right things in my body, eat right, things like that. So that's why I've been really kind of focused on gaining the right weight, putting the right thing, putting the right, right food in my body, right nutrients, things like that. And ASU been kind of, helping me. They send me things, what I need to do, what I need to eat, right?
I want to ask you.
So
foods.
So ASU's. So how is ASU like? How have the coaches been in contact with you? Is it all like still Zoom meetings still? Or are they sending you like workout plans, regimens? Like you said, they were sending you dietary regimens. So like, what has the communication been like with everything?
Communication been great. It's Zoom meetings when it comes to sending me the playbook, us just going over football, talking plays. He's showing me practice scrimmage film, from the couple spring practices that they had, just things like that, fill me in, get me involved in, so I can know what's going on when it's time to report, and know my job, and things like that. So communication been great. Yeah, we got great communication. I talk to him like every other day, regardless if it's Coach Hill, the OC, Coach Iguanu. We Zoom every Monday, Wednesday, Friday. Just things like that. Yeah. So communication is great. And yeah, when it comes to, like I said, meal plan, things like that, food. Yeah, they send me that, and we go from there.
Do you know when? Do you know like when? Not exactly, but like a certain time frame. You guys are expected to start practicing over there in person, or is it just kind of playing it by ear with Zoom meetings still?
You kind of just play it by ear. Some schools don't want to risk it, and for me, I feel like I don't know. When it's time to report, I don't know if I will report, because it's not necessarily. I don't believe it's mandatory. It's just like you lifting with strength and conditioning coach for an hour, 3 days a week, which I feel is great. But I mean, back home I can lift. Like I said, I'm lifting with my coach back home. My trainer back home, 7 days a week, things like that. So I feel like, more than, longer than an hour. So, I feel like that being back home, just home cooked meals, eating the right things will help me out in a way, the training that I'm getting back home will help me out in a way. I feel like better than, going up there right now to ASU, because that's really all you can do when it comes to summer.
Arizona's hot in the summer too.
Especially Phoenix, man. Tempe. Oh my gosh. I think I've mentioned it before, Rachaad, but I went to the University of Arizona Wildcats.
This man is flexing hard right now, bro.
Jordan's making fun of me because like I'm wearing one of their basketball jerseys, but no, I'm excited, man, because honestly, Arizona State has such a great coaching staff. I think you're going to thrive there, because it has so many experienced NFL level coaches. And I know like from the beginning, that's been your mindset, your goal, you're working towards the NFL. So I'm super excited to go see you ball out over there for sure.
Okay, I appreciate that.
Anytime.
Did you pay attention to Arizona State any time last season while you were at Mount Sac? Because I know you got a scholarship to UCLA, but did you at least like look at the other teams and be like, yo, what you guys doing?
Nah, I didn't really. I even really still didn't. No offense, no knock to UCLA. I didn't pay attention to them. Though. Like I was just focused on Mount Sac. Trying to lead Mount Sac, trying to get the guys' mind right. Just focusing in the now. Nice. Trying to finish out strong at Mount Sac. So, no, I really pay attention to Arizona State when it came to stuff like that at all.
I want to ask you a quick NFL question, Rachaad. Your favorite team is the Kansas City Chiefs, and if you watched the draft, I'm sure you saw them take running back. What's his name, Jordan? Edwards?
Swift?
Yeah,
Clyde. No, not Swift. Clyde Edwards. What do you think of their chances of repeating and getting to the Super Bowl this upcoming season with that addition?
I think it was a great pickup for me. I feel like, I ain't gonna lie, I feel like he's the best back in the draft when it comes to he can do it all. So like, no knock against Swift, but LSU put Clyde on a platform where he could show all of his abilities. So, you know what I'm saying? Like, routes, things like that. Not only can he run the ball one cut, just like Swift, things like that, but I felt like when it came to catching the ball out the backfield, motioning it out, running routes, I feel like he better than DeAndre Swift at that. But I feel like it was a great addition to the Chiefs, to what they're trying to do. I don't know when it comes to chances because it's hard to repeat. I mean, Patrick Mahomes is that man, so I'm not gonna count him out ever. Never do I. I mean, that's hometown. But I mean, I say they got great chances to repeat, but it's still hard. They're gonna get everybody's best. Like, if they think they was getting everybody best already, like, everybody going to come to play regardless if it's the worst team in the league and give the Chiefs a run for their money.
What's our
Right.
relationship been like with Antonio Pierce? Because I know Antonio Pierce used to coach at Mount Sac while you were there, so I'm sure you guys have a unique bond. No, now that you're about to be at ASU.
Um, yeah, relationship with AP is great. Like, AP, set aside from my coach, AP, like my guy. Our relationship great. I feel like I can go to AP, talk about anything, um, life wise, or just things like that. When it comes to having that certain bond with a coach and with a former SAC dog, as myself now. So I feel like it's great, and the relationship gonna be it's a lifetime relationship.
Oh, I believe it. I mean, he literally is following you on your journey. It seems like that's actually pretty cool.
I
But
actually have an Antonio Pierce signature. I went to his camp. I used to have him Mount Sac all the time. He would do it every summer for the little kids playing league out here.
Okay.
Rachaad, last time you were on the show, we got into a debate about whether or not the Lakers or the Clippers would win the West. You still
Right.
think the NBA said they're going to resume? They're trying to resume by June. You think that
Yeah.
the Clippers would still win with everything that's gone on since that last
Uh,
conversation?
in the Western Conference, yeah. I mean, I feel like there'd still be the favor for me to go to the championship, especially with everybody rested, well rested. On their team. I mean, their team didn't even play that many games together, and they only lost like 2 games when their team was fully healthy on the court together. So, yeah, I feel like the pieces that they got, the assets that they got. Yeah, I feel like it's gonna be tough. I mean, I like the Lakers, and no, not, and I like LeBron. I love LeBron. One of the greatest players ever, but just I don't think they have enough.
I still think the Lakers would take the town. I still think they'll win it all.
Right.
that'll be interesting
All
though.
right.
I still got Lakers though, but that'd be interesting. I mean, I like his point though. I mean, they really haven't played much together until who knows until possibly right after this. Oh, I was gonna say your idol still Le'Veon Bell, right? You're still trying to idolize the game over that guy.
Yeah, but I feel like I take pieces out of kind of like everybody's game.
Who
Uh,
what players are you taking besides Le'Veon Bell?
uh, I feel like a big thing that me and Le'Veon have in comparison is in common is patience, things like that. So I'd like that add that in my game. I mean, I feel like I already have it, but I'd say I take Alvin Kamara, things like I said, that stuff like Clyde do, Edwards and Lair, just being a dynamic back when it comes to being able to do it all. So I feel like I take route running, things like that after Alvin Kamara and just other guys like I just see Christian McCaffrey, things like that, quickness, speed, elusiveness, things like that. I like to take that, take some of his moves, put that in my game. Just being a student of the game, just being you have to understand that. You know what I'm saying? Saquon Barkley, I just think he a freak. I like what he do, stiff arm, just how solid, how smart he is. I like his IQ. Put that in my game, and just certain things that certain backs do.
Damn, you seem ready already, Bo. Man, you sound anxious already to go start your season.
Oh man, I just
You ready,
staying
aren't you? You
patient.
ready?
It's been a long off
Yeah,
season.
right.
What
Yeah,
you
very long.
when you're not training? What you doing?
True. Nothing. Relaxing, really spending time with my girl. Just watching movies and still just eating. Or just messing with my boys. We talking sports, things like that.
What type of movies you on? What movies you been watching?
Mm,
Any good ones?
we be watching like Bad Boys.
Ooh, that's a good movie.
Yeah, we be watching like Bad Boys.
You seen the third one?
Yeah.
Is that?
Yeah, it
I
was
haven't seen it
fire.
yet. I haven't seen
Yeah.
it yet. Might see it.
We be watching like horror movies, things like that, some thrillers. We just be interested if the movie or the cover look good. We'll watch it
Did
and
you
check
end
it
up
out.
Did you end up catching the Michael Jordan documentary, Last Dance?
Yeah, I ended up catching some of it. Yeah.
What was your overall thought of it if you watched the whole thing?
My overall thought was just I always felt like I used to be I still respect LeBron and I'm a LeBron James fan, but I used to be like a huge LeBron James fan to the point where couldn't nobody tell me anybody was better than LeBron. But then as I started getting older, it was just seeing and understanding. It was like Jordan, just the level of how he played the game at, like how the highest level, just competing, just his drive, things like that, how he led his teammates and his team and try to push them to be the best, in the ways that he do it. That's just him. I don't feel like anybody better than him.
I mean,
I got that from him too. Yeah, it was. It
But,
kind of left me speechless when I would watch it, honestly. I mean, Dennis Rodman. The one thing I learned is Dennis Rodman is a freak of nature. All right, man.
God, dude,
Jordan, do you have anything else to ask Rachaad?
Yeah,
Rachaad's got a busy schedule ahead.
I'm just excited. Honestly, no lie, bro. Good job. I'm getting into ASU. I'm very excited. Running back next season for ASU. Keep an eye out, bro. He's like, really? I'm like, trust me. Keep an eye out. So, without further ado, bro, Rachaad, I really do hope you have a successful season at ASU. We'll definitely be in touch throughout the season. Can't wait to see what you do over there, bro. I know you're going to kill it.
Appreciate it, my man.
Can't wait to see you all over the Sports Center highlights, man. You're going to kill it over there. I know it for sure.
Appreciate it, my guy.
Anytime, man. Thank you, Rachaad, again. Of course, man. Thank you. Of course.
No problem.
Great friend of the show, man. Thank you.
Rachaad White, Arizona State. Let's run it. Fuck them.
Woo!
Fuck them.
All right, my guys. I'm going to talk to y'all.
All right, man. We'll see
you. Thank y'all again.
Of course. Thanks, man. Thank you for everything.
That was dope, bro.
It really was, man.
With your Arizona State.
I toned it down a little.
I'm giving you a hard time.
I know, dude. I know. You
It's
can't even see the emblem on this. I
know what you mean. Nah, but it's just like that.
Okay, like that maybe is a little criminal, but that's it.
Anyways, great
It's right.
interview. I can't wait, bro. I can't. I seriously it's dope to see how we interviewed him the first time. And then now, like, where he's at now, it's going to be fun to watch, bro. I'm excited for football season to come back, bro.
I am too, honestly.
We got Sam, and then we got Rachaad.
Hey, bro, we're gonna go to one of those Arizona State games for sure. I'm gonna try to go to one at Tucson if they play one next year. If they let fans play, we don't know yet. Where?
I never been, bro.
To where?
I haven't been to an Arizona State game. I almost went year when
I was gonna say I only went with I believe I went a USC game, a UCLA game, and a U of A game, Arizona game. Seen them all play Arizona State.
I would seriously be down to head up to Tucson a lot.
Well, we gotta.
If we are allowed to, we'll definitely do that.
Mm-hmm. And there's a great sandwich spot There's a great sandwich spot right next to the stadium. We can get our grub on too.
Damn, you already put. Dang, you.
Hey, dude, I know Tucson, especially around the university area. I know it like the back of my hand. I used to have to walk that every day, miles on end. I'm super excited. I'm super excited to see Rachaad though play at Arizona State. Like I said, I don't know if if I was him, I think I would have made the same decision. I think it's the best way to put it. Like with all the teams, because you got to remember he was looking at Utah. I believe Utah had offered him. You had Hawaii, Boise. Who are the other ones? The Big Tennessee, Maryland. I believe, offered him. So he had a lot of big time offers, and I think Maryland. the one thing I loved about
I
his
was
decision and what he kept referring to is that Arizona State's coaching staff is like unlike any other coaching staff in NCAA football, I believe. You know, I completely forgot Marvin
no,
Lewis is on the
what are they?
staff. I completely forgot Marvin Lewis
Yes,
is there
yeah,
too.
bro.
We were over here
Yeah,
freaking out that they
yeah,
have
dude.
Herm
Like,
Edwards and Antonio Pierce. And I'm like, Marvin Lewis is there. I completely forgot, So
dude, they
that's going to be
like,
great.
yeah, it's amazing what Arizona State's able to do. Like, that's what happens, bro, when you have no offense to Chip Kelly and what he did in the NFL, but anyways, yeah, dude, like, I mean, Herm Edwards, legendary coach, like, he's gonna bring people with him. Like, he's gonna bring people with him. Like, you're not just getting Herm, you're gonna
Well,
get Antonio
I think
Pierce,
people
you're gonna
I
get
think people
Marvin
forget that
Lewis, and
I think people forget that Arizona State, like, they've been on a really like good trend upward ever since Herm Edwards has taken over that program.
that's why I
So
mentioned that. I was like, bro, like, Arizona State was like like, no, like, most people would know this if they would have watched football. Like, they were the bottom feeders. Like, not they didn't. No one paid attention to Arizona State. No one. Like, no, that's just facts. Like, until as soon as like they start getting good players, they start trending upwards, and they have not declined once since Herm Edwards came through. And honestly, I kind of thought that was gonna happen. And as a USC fan, it frightens me. But yeah, that's all I'm gonna say. I'm not even gonna get into my USC rants right now.